What's up, guys? Welcome back to Tamara Recipes. So today on the menu we are going to be preparing some Jamaican saltfish and baked bean in my kitchen with some hard-boiled food. So let's get right into the video. So I'm gonna boil my saltfish twice. So before I added the saltfish into the pot, I rinsed the excess salt, then I added it into some cold water. Now I'm going to allow it to come up to a boil. When it comes up to a boil, I'm gonna boil it for about 10 minutes. Then I remove that liquid, add some more fresh water, and then I'm gonna boil it again. So I have some water in the pot that I'm going to prepare the hard-boiled food in. Now the hard-boiled food of my choice is yam and boiled dumplings. Alright, so I prepared my cornmeal dumpling dough. So this is not a very detailed video. I have others that I will link in the description box. Alright. So this is the second water that the saltfish has been boiling in. So I have my yellow yam here. Now I'm gonna cut my yam. You can cut your yam in the size in which you like yours. Alright, so when the water is about to come up to a boil, I'm gonna prepare my yam because I don't want it to oxidize. But what if you prepare yam before? You could just add it into some water with some vinegar just to prevent oxidization. Alright, now as I said before, cut the pieces into your choice. Alright, now if you don't have like the vinegar, then you can just use some lemon juice or lime juice just to prevent it from oxidizing. Oxidizing means it changes color. Or just do what I'm doing, just peel it, cut them into pieces, and then add it into the pot once the water starts boiling. Alright, so I added a little salt into the pot because I don't want my food to be salty. Alright, guys, so I added some salt just to cook the dumplings and the yam with a little flavor from the salt, because you know salt give your food flavor. So if you like, you could always add some salt. Alright, so I prepared my dumplings also. So I'm gonna let the water come up to a boil before I add them into the pot. Alright, so since it's boiling, I'm gonna add them into the pot now. But you can always make a dumpling to the sizes of your choice also. So what if you don't like cornmeal dumpling? You can make some white flour dumpling, or if you want to use whole wheat, then you can do that also. I sometimes make my whole wheat dumpling, but I put like cornmeal with it and flour. But that's just me, you know, you do whatever you like. Alright, so we're not going to mix up the pot as yet. We're gonna allow it to come up to a boil, and when it comes up to a boil, then we give it a stir. Reason being, I don't want my dumpling to have that bad shape. Alright, so as the water come up to a boil where they can keep the shape, and then I mix it up, and then I cover the pot and let them cook. Alright, now when my saltfish boiled twice and I remove the water, I put them in some fresh cold water just for it to soak with the excess salt. Alright, because I don't like mine to be salty at all. So at this point, the dumpling boil for about 12 to 15 minutes. So it's all done now. Or if you want to ensure that it's fully done, you can just use a knife to prick your yam. Alright, so once you go through, then you know your food is fully cooked. Alright, so I'm gonna put out the flame now and just move on by frying up my saltfish and the baked bean. Alright, so I'm gonna use some scallion, scotch bonnet pepper, and I prepare my saltfish. Of course, you know, you can always scrape it off and break it into pieces of your choice. Now I debone mine also, and I'm using some onion rings and a small piece of thyme. Now you can use any other seasoning of your choice. I'll not be using any tomatoes because the baked bean is in tomato sauce. So now I'm gonna add some oil to the pot. Now I'm using vegetable oil. You can use the oil of your choice, and also the amount of oil. Because what if you're a person who love more oil or less, then go ahead and do it to your preference. Alright, but this amount of oil is good enough for me because when I add the saltfish will absorb the oil. Alright, so if you like, you don't necessarily have to add the scallion at this time because it's gonna have a brownish color, but I do love to extract all of the flavors from my scallion, so I normally add it at this point. Alright, so just give them a nice mix, and you know you want your saltfish to cook with the scallion and the seasoning, you know, the rest of the seasoning, so that you can have that nice flavor. Alright, so I stir as I go along, maybe about 5 minutes, and then I add the baked bean, and I'm using like a medium flame because I don't want it to burn. Alright, so as you can see, the scallion change color, but that's fine for me, you know. It's once I know that it has a nice flavor that I so choose, you know, I can always pick it up when I'm ready to when I'm ready to eat my food. Alright, so you want to stir occasionally because the saltfish will stick to the pot and you don't want your vegetables to burn. Right, so this is the baked bean of choice. Now you can use any other one, but I love to use a Grace baked bean, not like I'm promoting or anything, but that's just my favorite brand. Alright, so I removed the baked bean, added it to a dish, and then now I'm adding it to the pot. Alright, so you want to mix to combine the baked bean with the saltfish. Yes, so I don't normally add salt, no pack season, nothing to mine. Alright, I just, you know, do it the way I'm doing it now. But if you're a person who does that, then go ahead, it's your kitchen. Alright, the only thing I'm gonna add is some black pepper, which that's just my preference because sometimes I don't add the black pepper, but I don't want to pack seasoning because, you know, it's not necessary for me. Alright, so if you don't want to add the black pepper, if you have like some pepper flakes, or if you just want to use more scotch bonnet pepper, then you can go ahead, but I don't want mine to be too spicy, and I like the flavor that the black pepper gives this dish. Alright, so just mix it nicely, and then you want to allow it to fry up for about 5 more minutes, and then it's done. Alright, so now I'm gonna share some food on a plate. Now you can cook more or boil food if you like, but I have a small family, and you know, we just choose to have it with some yam and dumplings. But you can have yours with fried dumpling, you can have it with rice, you know, any carbohydrate of your choice. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you do, please tell others about Tamara recipes. You know, I prepare authentic Jamaican recipes over here. And of course, give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed the recipe, and subscribe for more videos. And thank you so much guys for your support. And if you try the recipe guys, don't forget to give me your feedback. Stay blessed and go and big up on yourself straight.